Hello? Okay, I'm here. I'm ranking how evil the Minecraft blocks are. Oh, what is this? I don't really know what's happening on the side of my screen. But so Minecraft blocks. They're.
Hear him.
Hello? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm joined by my friend Joel. How's it going?
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah. We're ranking the Minecraft blocks by how evil they are. Should I screen share this to you? I probably should, so you can see what I'm
Yes.
doing live and not just for the stream.
Yes.
But we're ranking how evil the Minecraft blocks are. You know, some of those things, they're like, I'm sure we've got a few dictators, a few anarchists in there. There's a lot of evil Minecraft blocks, and we're gonna figure out which ones are the worst.
Obviously, we all know the answer, but we're saving it for last. And that's okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Okay. So, start out here. We got oak log. I feel like this is. I feel like, to be honest, like this is a good starting point. We have oak log and stripped oak log. This is like a good chance to really have a bit of a debate here. So I feel like just as a baseline, these should both be in B tier, right? Just as a baseline, they can be moved eventually. But another thing to take into consideration is which one of these is more
No,
evil. They're
I,
both.
I don't know about baseline.
I don't know. I feel like they're probably roughly a B tier in comparison to other Minecraft blocks. We can move things around
So,
eventually, but what I want to know is which one of these is more evil. We can think about the one with bark on it. It's like, it probably hurts a little bit more to touch. It's like kind of, you're gonna be in pain if you rub your arm across this. And the stripped one probably won't be the case, but also like, stripped one, for instance, might be more prone to giving you splinters, and also it's stripped, it's naked. That's a little weird, isn't it? I feel like, as a whole, I think that the oak log needs to cover up a little bit, you know? Do you get what I'm saying? Hello? Oh my god, Discord crashed. I did not notice that. um, Wait just a second. We're actually probably closer to C tier. They're not that evil. Okay. What the hell? Okay. This is a problem. Oh, I think it's reopening. I don't know why Discord really likes to crash while I'm streaming. I guess I should keep on talking for now. I'll try to get back to Joel in a second. Don't want to keep this boring though. We got oak planks. Now, I feel like these are even less evil than the logs. You know, they're like made to be used by a human being. Like the oak logs, they have some amount of natural protection to them. They're like, nature in itself needs to be defensive. It needs to be aggressive. It needs to like tell people back off. The oak planks, they're gonna be less of that. They're kind of um they're they're made to be used by mankind. They're not just a force of nature. They are now something. Actually, Oh no, they could probably also give you splinters. They're still a little bit evil. They can't go in the D tier. D tier is for like the saint blocks, like the nicest of the blocks. You know. Doors. Doors are. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Doors are in D tier. They are very nice blocks. They keep out the mobs and they let you in. They're awesome. Oh, hello? Hello, am I back?
I have an
Oh.
objection.
I'm back. What?
I have an objection here. All stripped logs should be in B tier. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, why?
When you remove the bark from trees, all of the sap travels up through the xylem and the phloem. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's right beneath the bark. So when you remove the bark, that's gone, and that's exposed to predators, and bugs are gonna start eating it, and the tree's gonna deteriorate. So the tree's gonna not be usable to mankind if we're ranking evilness and unusableness to mankind.
I mean,
It is
I'm
more
not ranking it
evil.
like that. I'm ranking it more just like how bad and good the blocks are. But I mean, that's a good point. You know what? I'll give it B tier for that. That's a good insight, Joel. Thank you. Um,
Hey,
yeah, I feel like also I should probably be putting oak higher than most of like, just generally they should be in roughly the same ranks. But um, honestly, I feel like it should still be C rank, but probably like higher C rank. I feel like these things can't cause too much harm, you know. There's gonna be more of a difference when once we get more blocks on here, but I feel like the oak should
I
also
guess so.
probably be generally be higher than most other logs because isn't oak also poisonous? I could be wrong about
Oak.
that.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'll see in a second. But trapdoors, I think they're a little bit more evil than doors. I guess they're still used to keep things out. You know, they're still used to like help you, but first of all, they're kind of fat shaming. You need to be a little bit skinnier to fit through them. And also, they're like they can be used for traps. You know, people can fall through the floor. That's dangerous. That's gonna hurt someone. You know, so I think they're a little eviler, but still they're still pretty good people. You know, signs are probably the top of C tier. They let you write on them. They convey but they can also say bad things sometimes. How do we rank that? Sometimes they can have useful information, they can help you out, or they can just be like yelling a racial slur, you know?
I'd put it at the bottom of C tier because usually when a sign is used, like it has to be it. They're trying you need to use it like on Xbox 360 version,
Oh,
you
that's
know, and people
true.
didn't have parties or something.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, they're not. They're actually very nice. Yeah, you have a point. You have a point. Yeah, that in the most
Yeah.
average scenario, they're used to be helpful. So I guess they do have a bit of evil in them, but they're like they cause more good than bad. I am gonna leaves. Okay, leaves. I don't want to look anything up. I'm just gonna go based on my knowledge here. Leaves. Oak leaves. What are we thinking about that? That's like kind of.
Evil.
How are they? How are they? How do you think they're evil? In my opinion, they
Mm,
almost like they're
they
kind of
just
good.
the blocks themselves, like not in a survival scenario. They just like it's just like annoying. It's just like to look at. Just like look at them.
I guess that makes sense, but also if you think about it, they create oxygen. They're the reason why we're able to breathe.
I guess so.
And also, they provide like a home for creatures and a food source. Plus, they're almost like the
I
tree's
guess so.
hair. They make the tree not go bald. Yeah, I'm gonna. I
I
think
guess
I'm.
for that reason that they supply like food for the environment. I guess strip.
What?
It could be. I don't know.
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't catch that.
I guess stripped logs should be lower because it's supplying food for the environment.
You think so?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Hmm. That is true. That is true. Um. I think. I think yeah, they should be lower than the normal logs, especially because these ones can also probably hurt you more than the strip logs can either way. So like, I feel like they both have a bit of good and a bit of bad to them. Well, actually, no, this one just has a lot of good and a lot of bad. But then also this one, it's mostly the same thing, but it has another bad thing on top of it. It's got like an only bad. It doesn't really have that good to it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can keep it like that. Spruce. Spruce wood. Okay, so this is gonna be like the same kind of thing as the first one. There's not much of a difference, so we can keep it like basically the same as the oak, you know? But the reason why I think that all the spruce ones should be a little bit higher is because they're in a typically colder environment. Like they're leading you out into a more dangerous place to gather them, if you think about it. And plus, look at those leaves. Those leaves, I'm gonna put them at the top of D tier because they're probably a little sharp too, considering they're like pine needles. They probably hurt a little.
That's true.
Yeah.
These are deciduous trees.
Yeah.
They grow needles. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they're. Although that could also be more of a defense mechanism. Although I, also when I was younger, I used to grab the branches off of like pine trees, and I would like rub them on somebody and go like tickle tickle because I called them tickle bushes. So I think that's a little terrible of them. You get what I mean?
I put when I was younger, I just I had they called me Pine Peter because I would just get all the pine cones and the pine needles and I would put them in my nest hole.
That's true. Also, I would
Moving
just
on
like
to
to say,
birch.
I think birch. It's not too different from oak, which is the problem. It used to spawn like the same kind of area, but I would put it above oak mainly because it's ugly. It's just so ugly. It hurts the eyes.
Yeah.
But also, I
It
feel like
also
back in like old console days, it provided a good texture for like wallpaper.
I guess that's true. I think
Although I feel like their use has kind of run
birch
out.
birch specifically is actually a soft wood. Birch is a soft wood.
This is
So
where
that
your
means
insight comes in
the
handy. I don't know much about wood.
material itself is a lot more sappy, like piney. So considering that, it's not good at what it does, securing people.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. That can provide more of a reason for the rest of the birch logs to be above oak, but I feel like the idea it's probably is it bad by well, okay, this one's purpose isn't to protect somebody. So honestly, this one I feel like all things considered,
Yeah,
since it's kind of
that'd be
like
fair.
if it's softer, it might actually be less evil than the oak log because it's like it's probably a little bit it's gonna hurt you less. But this one, which is meant for building, this one should go higher. Like that one is meant to keep you protected, but if
Yeah,
it's gonna do a bad job at that, then it should be a little more evil.
yeah,
Yeah. If anything, I almost want to say that is more evil than the log because at that point it's like you're relying on on some you are relying on it for something that it cannot do. It's like you trust it, but it's
very
lying.
well. Yeah,
Yeah. Birch door, I guess the same kind of scenario. It's
yeah,
like it's still gonna help you, but not in a good way. Honestly, I would say the oak leaves are less evil than the door because like they're still at least they're fulfilling their promise. Yeah. Okay. Um.
yes, sir.
Birch trap door. I'll also just put that above the spruce leaves, I think. And a birch sign? Birch signs, It's probably easier to carve the text into them.
That's true. That's actually really true.
Yeah. So they're
It's easier.
they're
Yeah.
they're better. They have better uses as signs. Although, are you just like writing it on or carving it? I feel like since it's wood and you probably don't have much of a supply of paint or anything, you're probably carving it. But you can also dye it. So is that actually? Well, actually, maybe dyeing it is like applying paint on top of what's already there.
Oh,
Yeah, I would imagine you're
shoot.
carving into the
Oh
sign.
my gosh.
What are you laughing at?
I got it wrong. Birch is a hardwood and spruce is a softwood. It's fine. We can just leave it.
No, we can't. That's too much of an oversight. Birch is harder than oak then? Because I'm fully willing to go and
Birch
switch
is
this all
harder
around.
than oak and birch are both is oak is a hardwood.
Harder than birch?
Spruce is a softwood.
Yeah, but is oak harder than birch? Which one's harder? Do you know?
Is oak harder than birch? I can't exactly answer that, but I can say birch tends to be a lot less consistent than oak
Okay, so oak is gonna do its job better for like man-made things.
in just in physical form.
Okay, that's good to know. So oak does a better job than birch does at being like a man-made product. Okay,
Yeah.
that's useful
Yes.
information.
I
can
will
adjust this
say that.
accordingly. Alright then. So I think that's everything fixed here. We can move on now. Birch leaves. What would the difference be between birch leaves and oak leaves? I mean, they look softer. Like the oak leaves look a little kind of. They look like they could cause more damage to you than the birch leaves could. They could physically harm you a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah, okay. Just
I
based
agree.
on appearance,
Yeah,
we
they're
can do
a
that.
lot more scarce. Yeah.
Junglewood, you have to head all the way to the jungle to gather, and they're like these towering trees. Those things could hurt you. They're dangerous.
Yeah. What if one falls?
Yeah. You're
You're
in
done
a whole
for.
lot of trouble.
You're done for.
Yeah. And I mean, jungle. I guess those should also just be more evil than the rest of them, just generally considering. Because jungle isn't like. I don't think jungle is an actual kind of tree, so we can't base that on real life logic. We don't know what kind of wood this is, like the properties of it, but generally considering, we can probably put it a little bit more evil than all the rest of the wood, because it's generally harder to obtain, so like, if you want to use these blocks, they're going to be kind of difficult to get. Well, actually, no, I think I can put it below spruce for most of. Like, because spruce is going to do a bad job at it. Spruce is, like, a little evil for a different reason. But, generally, we can put it kind of high. Yeah. So it's kind of a terrible person. And jungle leaves, though, something I've noticed about jungle leaves is they have like almost like some kind of something else growing in them. Like that could be some kind of fruit. I think they're supplying for the environment, so I think that they are the nicest leaves. That makes sense?
That's smart. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're high up though.
Yeah, but also, would those be well, okay, we gotta consider the rest of the environment. Even if it's poisonous to humans, a lot of animals probably benefit off of it. And the poison is also more of a self-defense if it is poisonous, so I don't think we can fault it for that. No, I'm gonna honestly move this up and down.
Sahara.
Okay. Acacia, I feel like that's also kind of a dangerous environment to go out to, but not as dangerous as jungle. And also, it's like, you see the color scheme of that log? It's almost like it's trying to mimic a volcano. Like, it's a little violent. Like, it's got the orange at the top with the gray going down at the bottom. It's a little, like, it's kind of edgy.
True. That's true.
It's kind of a
It's
terrible
just
person.
evil.
Yeah. And I mean, this is just like fire. This is... Do you endorse arson, bro? Yeah. It's kind
We
of...
just can't have that around
And this
here.
door
Absolutely
has holes
not.
in it. It's doing its job wrong. This door's gonna fall apart if you... You know what? That door is dangerous to have in your house, and the trapdoor is even more dangerous. Acacia is a very evil wood. This, if you write something on that sign, somebody's gonna think like, oh, it's all like orange and like bright orange and like red. It's like a warning sign. Oh, wait, warning sign. Oh, it's like a warning to other people. Okay, that's actually good. Right? It's like you can use that to help warn people of like incoming danger.
Yeah, this is... Yeah,
That's like the whole
exactly.
point
You
of
could
like
use
orange
it-
signs in the street. You can like bright signs in the street. You can see them. Yeah. Okay. And the leaves.
Exactly. I have no quarrels with that sign.
I think the leaves are probably a little more evil than the jungle leaves, but not too evil because if you think about it, the savanna is kind of a harsh kind of biome. It doesn't have too much vegetation, so the animals living there, they're probably gonna rely a lot on the leaves. It's a very dry place. Dark oak? Okay, these trees are hell to mine, so I'm just gonna... I'm gonna put them like... Yeah, just there. Oh no, they're not too bad. I guess I'll have them there. The stripped ones, yeah, probably... Stripped ones, yeah, we don't really need to... We can just do that, why not? The door? The door is a very nice, well-made door. I think that this is the nicest door. It's like, it's very high quality. It's gonna keep you safe. So I guess that dark oak door is the nicest block so far. Dark oak sign is a different story though. You
I'm
can't
back.
even read that. You can't even read what's on that thing. Unless you go and get a glow ink sac, you will not be able to read what's on your dark oak sign, and that defeats the whole purpose of dark oak sign. And the leaves, they just went here and copied the exact texture of the oak leaves. Come on now. Copycat. You are going more evil than the oak leaves. Come on. Don't do that.
Those leaves are going to hell.
Yeah. We still have one viewer.
Oh.
Dang. Alright. Thought this would be an interesting idea. Thought people would want to watch this. Okay, these are like, this is objectively the most evil log, though. You need to go to hell to get that thing. And I feel like it's stripped variant. Actually, I don't even know. I think we should put all of these above the rest of the wood. And you want to know why? Because
Why?
these things, we don't know what they're made of. We don't know what they could do to you. This stuff is dangerous. Genuinely dangerous. It came from hell. And you can see around it, there's like mushrooms and everything. The trees seem to be of some kind of mushroom type substance. That can be poisonous. These things are terrifying. And Neverwort, what does Neverwort used to make? I need to remember. I believe that Neverwort is like... What can you use Neverwort for? Oh wait, Neverwort is just made to
Make
use potions, I
vent.
believe, right? That's just all potions. That makes an awkward potion.
Make some vent.
It does? I didn't even know that. Okay, yeah, Neverwort. Neverwort block, I think that's the most evil block yet. I guess we can use the same logic for
I
all of
think
these,
China,
except
for having
these
made it.
ones... What?
I thank China for having made
Yeah.
nether wart for us to having allowed to make vent.
I'm gonna make these ones more dangerous because they're warped. They're like... All of these variants of the wood, they're like kinda... We know even less about them. They could cause a lot of harm. They're like... They're warped.
That's true.
They have some kind of like different properties to them. They're corrupted in a way. They're unnatural. They're weird. Okay. All right.
Should they go in B tier or top of C tier?
Ooh. I guess we could just put all these into B tier for now, and then we can see like where it goes from there.
That's where we'll put mysteries.
Yeah. You know, I just realized also the warp door has like some vines growing on. I think I'm actually gonna put that above the trap door because like those vines might kind of hurt you a little bit to touch that door. Like that's just inconvenient. That's just plain
That
inconvenient.
hurts.
Yeah. Okay. Mangrove logs. I feel like you find these in a swamp. They might. Who knows what kinds of not pesticides. Like just infections. These things have disease. Like, they kind of suck. I think the jungle could also. You could say the same thing for the jungle wood, except the jungle wood's probably harder to get to. Actually, no. Wait, you need to like venture through swamp water to get this stuff. You don't know how many parasites are in that swamp water, like leeches and whatever. That is disgusting.
I think when they're made into human materials, they're fine.
Yeah,
Because at that point, you know
Yeah.
they've been pressure treated.
yeah, but I mean, okay, what could we say about mangrove though? Once they have become human manufactured. I mean,
They're
hmm.
I mean they're hard to get, so they're delicate wood.
They're a delicate wood.
Like sought after.
Oh, so you mean like they're valuable?
I would say so.
That's a good point, honestly.
If you
Yeah.
have to go through such lengths to obtain them. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
very true. You know what? Yeah. Also, I just realized this is all messed up. This should be here. It should be like that. Okay. Yeah, that's a very good point. I do. So they're like kind of. Yeah. You know what? And also that door. That door looks nice. That door is for the high class. That door is
Absolutely.
like, even if you want to say like, oh, but the rich are evil and everything, only bad people can afford it. At the same time, these things were made to be expensive. They were made to be valuable. And you know what that means? They're going to be high quality. They're not going to be skimping out on keeping you safe. Although this thing just has a giant hole in it.
Yeah.
That thing is like, that's not going to help you at all. If anything, that's like a hazard. I think I'm putting that in low C tier. And the sign? Yeah, sure. Put it there. Actually, no, they're not as good as the
Low
warning
C
signs,
tier.
I don't think. Warning signs, they're trying to be nice to you. The roots, you could get tripped up in this stuff. This stuff is scary. If you trip it, actually, I'm gonna put this like. This is like inherently evil. These, we don't know if they're evil. This is the first genuine inherently evil block. It's gonna trip you. You're gonna fall into murky swamp water. You're gonna get 50 diseases. And these ones, they're gonna get your shoes dirty because they're full of mud. The
I
leaves.
agree with this so far.
Yeah, the leaves. I don't know. The leaves are probably like. They look. I don't know. They look kind of. They look like they could. They look kind of big. They look like they could be used to make something. You know, they're useful. You can make that into like a fan or something. Yeah. Okay,
That's true.
cherry wood.
Wait, should the mangrove trapdoor be in B since it's like hazardous, or would you still say low
I
C?
I guess if you really wanted to argue for it, I wouldn't put it all the way up into maybe. I guess bottom of B tier. I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah. That is
Okay.
literally
Yeah.
just a hole in the ground, though. You could
Literally.
get your foot caught. Like, that is a big enough hole that you could get your foot caught in that. You could get stuck.
Yeah, you could get you could be walking and then step into it, and then your foot gets caught, and then you fall over
Yeah.
into like stones, and then you die.
You know, you really don't know how evil some of these blocks are gonna be until you think about it, because you wouldn't expect Mangrove Trapdoor to be one of our most evil blocks yet, when Mangrove Door is our nicest block yet. Our
Amen.
kindest, the greatest saint on this list. Yeah. Okay. Next up we got cherrywood. I feel like cherrywood. Oh, you need to you find these on mountains. You need to trek up a mountain to find it. Although also, I don't think that makes it too evil. I'm gonna put it just a little bit more evil. Reason for that is I don't think this one's too evil because like I mean look at it. It looks friendly. It's not trying to do anything wrong. It's nice.
I agree.
It's nice wood. This wood would not hurt you. But also it isn't as good. Okay, this one's not gonna keep you as safe, so I'll put it there. The trapdoor, that looks like it could break below you, honestly. You see what I mean by that?
Yeah, but.
I think it's
Yeah.
not necessarily
I mean,
going
like,
to, so I
Gary-
think it should be top of D tier, but if it did, it would hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Signs are gonna be like here.
What
And
what kind of wood is that called? Sakura?
It's just cherry wood.
Cherry wood, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, cherry is a hardwood, so.
Ooh, okay, so I guess I don't know. That's 1 pixel wide though. That's even a hardwood is not going to be able to withstand somebody standing on it. But
I guess so.
now this is the gift of life. There are flowers all over that. I guess maybe it's not
Amen,
necessarily as good as this because this is growing fruit. That's life and sustenance for other animals, creatures. This one though, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, the one other viewer left, but you had a viewer for like a lot of time.
I did.
They were engaged.
I didn't even notice. I checked and it didn't say I had one, so I thought I didn't. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Bamboo. Bamboo? It's food for the pandas. I don't see anything that the bamboo can do wrong. Bamboo can be used to, like... You can make a lot of stuff with bamboo. Bamboo's pretty cool. And, oh! Bamboo! A lot of the time, people use bamboo instead of sticks because bamboo is just so much easier to gather than sticks are.
Yeah, and it's stronger.
Yeah, it is stronger. Okay, bamboo. This is a very useful block. I'm going to put this like... Okay, I don't think it's as good as the leaves, but I think I'm going to put it like here. Bamboo is very, very kind.
What are those yellow things that look like bamboo?
Those are... See, this is a bamboo block, and this is stripped bamboo blocks. or like I don't know if it's strips. I don't know. It's like
Oh.
it's bamboo wood basically. You can build out of the bamboo, which makes bamboo
Okay.
even more
Okay.
useful. It adds another purpose to it. So like I guess the bamboo block, it's kind of just there's not much of a purpose to it, but it didn't do anything inherently wrong. I don't think. I guess
I
it's
would
also
say
probably it's pretty strong. Well, I guess if you're using it as a building block, it's probably not going to be as good as using like
yeah, and
actual planks, though, right?
even if you leave behind the bamboo block, that's a lot of there's like so much bamboo in that bamboo block.
That is true. Yeah.
So it'd be a lot of
So what?
so it would feed a lot of
That.
pandas.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Oh, honestly, at that rate, then these things are very kind. I guess that. Oh wait, but also look at it. It's like kind of dried out compared to this, and it's also like once you strip it, it's yellow. I think it's dead. I don't think the panda's gonna get any nutrients out of this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think I'm just gonna put it back up here. It's like not a very good wood. It's just I don't know. I feel like it might be a bit of a problem, but okay, this one has been like securely fastened to be a wood block though. This one's trying a little bit harder. Although I feel like if you wanted to make a floor out of this, it would be kind of a bumpy floor. So I feel like still, it's a little bad. This one though,
That's
this is just awesome looking. This is so cool. Like they had to put in the effort to design this. This is high quality stuff right here. You get what I'm saying?
yes.
Yeah. The doors, they look a little weak. I'm just gonna I'm gonna put them up here for the same reason as spruce. And this would fall apart so easily. And the sign's pretty cool. I like the sign. I feel like it's a little unique, you know. It's you're a little different if you use this. People are gonna say, "Hey, that's pretty cool. That's awesome." So I feel like it's like probably below the mangrove. It's not as valuable, but it's still a pretty cool kind of sign to have. We have a lot of blocks to go through. Although that wood was taking up like this much of it. Now this is gonna get more interesting now we're done with the wood. I think.
Yes.
We're not fully done with the wood. We still have this stuff. Azalea.
Yes.
Azalea trees.
Boring.
I don't know. They're kind of like the gift of life in a cave, and they tell you where the lush caves are. When they grow up into full trees, they tell you where the lush caves are. I feel like they're helpful. They're very helpful. I don't see any problems with these. I'm gonna put them around there. The leaves of the trees. Okay, the leaves of the trees though, they're a little evil because you can only really. No, it's a pretty renewable resource. No, I'd call them kind of evil just because like. Not as evil as the dark oak, which is literally just plagiarism, but like. They're a little rude because like, the only way you can get them, you need to find either an existing azalea tree, an azalea sapling like this, or a moss block, which can be a little difficult to find sometimes. So it's kind of rude, you know, not the nicest thing. This one's slightly better because it's got flowers, and this one is too. Mushroom blocks. That thing is probably so poisonous and so diseased, it spreads its spores everywhere. This is genuine evil. This thing, I feel like it's like both of the what? I think that the spotted ones are more evil, right? Because the spots are meant to be like a warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they should probably be.
I think
we got
an OG coming up.
Oh, we do. Yeah, the mushroom stem though. Honestly, I don't think the mushroom stem is doing too much harm. It's still a part of the mushroom, so I'll put it in the B tier. It might be able to cause you some kind of problem, but it's like I don't think the mushroom stem has anything too bad in it. Also, it's white. Grass. Grass is just awesome. I think, you know, I think this is the nicest block so far, at least. It made
Yeah,
the
there was,
icon
yeah.
for the game. It's so recognizable. Millions of people get nostalgia just by looking at that picture. It supplies food
Yeah.
for everything. It's like one of the first blocks you will see in the game. You know this block. It looks great. It's just a great block overall. It's done no wrong.
That guy is an OG, but he's not the OG.
Who's
Definitely a really good OG though.
who's the OG? Who would you say?
I'll tell you when he comes up.
Okay.
I don't know the name of him.
Do you see him anywhere here? We don't need spoilers. Whatever. Podzol. I just don't like it. I just don't really like it,
It's
to be
been
honest.
around for a long time.
I just don't really like Podzol. It's just kind of like.
I don't even know where it's from. I don't think I've ever seen it. In my
You
life.
can find it in like one biome. I think that for a while you couldn't find it
A
anywhere.
mushroom
Isn't
biome.
Podzol though like? What is Podzol in real life? Wait.
Ooh,
Ew. This thing's kind of gross. Podzol's kind of
it's gross, but
disgusting.
it's
I
probably
don't.
bioactive,
What?
so it's probably good for gardening and soil.
That's true. It's got a purpose. It has a reason to exist. You're right. You're right. As much as I don't like it, I'll put it there. It's a pretty nice block. Mycelium though, this thing is infectious and evil.
Yikes.
This thing's trying to take over the world. This thing is like the corruption. This thing's like terrible. I can't call it too inherently evil, but honestly, this thing is spreading its spores around the world. It's trying to take over.
This thing is like the white from Yokai Watch McCracken.
That's true. It actually is. And also, in Hermitcraft Season 7, there was like a whole war behind mycelium. That caused a lot of violence.
I can't believe
Yeah.
that.
Terrible. This one is just grass, but it was made into a pathway. I feel like I can't call it as nice as the normal grass. I feel like it's like pathways aren't too useful. I guess honestly, no. This guy's been through a lot. This isn't a pathway that was naturally made. This is a pathway that is dead grass on it. That thing went through so many people stepping on it, trampling it day after day. This is just a grass block that has been through so much. This we can't discriminate. This is the same as the original grass block, except it has been through some terrible things. I don't think it has any reason to deserve it. It endured a lot of stuff, and it didn't even have a problem with it. It didn't even say anything. This is a true warrior.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's like so true though.
Yeah. Right. Dirt. Dirt is like, I guess it's basically the same as Podzol, except it's like it's a source of. You can plant things in it. It's a place for life to nourish, but Podzol just does a better job. So I guess it's kind of like that. We have coarse dirt. Coarse dirt, it's harder for life to grow, but life can still grow. Although this thing would be so like if you've ever dug through like dirt with rocks in it, you know it's hell. You know it's awful. So honestly, I would call this kind of evil. Not too evil, but kind of evil. It's just a pain. This one actively has something growing in it. This one did its job, and it did it well. I'm putting it above Podzol. It's got roots in it. It's cool. It's nice. Something made use of that dirt. That dirt grew life, and I appreciate that. Farmland. We got farmland. This is again very, very useful. I feel like this one can be used to make crops, so I feel like this should be right about here.
I'm back.
Oh, hello. Just making it for different types of dirt. The mud is like kind of, I guess it's technically the same as dirt, so I can't trash it too. No, but it does have some inherently evil values to it. It's filthy, it's dirty. You don't want to walk through it, you sink into it. It's just a pain. It's just generally a pain. It tries to get in your way, and it's really rude about it. It's honestly, I'm gonna give it high C tier. It's not very nice. That's all I can really say. But then, this is where you get the good out of mud. You make it into packed mud, and then you can make it into mud bricks. This is very useful. Generally speaking, this is just structure made from dirt. Like, it's very cheap, very easy to use. It's probably a little flimsy, but people can make a home out of this using barely anything. This applies to
guy's
homeless.
the OG. This guy's the OG.
He really is. You know, you're right. Yeah. I would say packed mud. Honestly, I don't see anything good or bad about this. I'm just gonna put it like there. It's like, honestly, it's above these. But this is very kind. This is just inherently good. So I'll give it like, I'll put it around here. I think that's a good spot for it. All right, we're gonna get into like the stone now. We got clay first. Clay. Well, we all know where we've heard that dream before. Not that dream, that name before, and that's. Sorry, buddy.
We gotta put it in A, almost A, near A.
It shouldn't be A. It should be like here.
Should it? I mean, listen.
I don't really like clay. I want to be honest. Clay's kind of.
I don't like Dream.
Clay's kind of a bad guy.
The block itself, it gets everywhere, and like you put your hands on it, your hands are all gray. Like it's just like awful.
Yeah. I don't like you, Clay. I don't like you. Clay, get out of my goddamn internet right now. You don't belong here with us, Clay. Okay. But, actually we got bricks! Bricks are cool. Bricks are awesome. Bricks are like, they're kind of heavy. They could hurt you, maybe. But, also I feel like...
I don't think you should make that argument, because it's like, if you look at the block, it's like a bunch of bricks already together. It's like already clumped together.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it fell apart. I feel like this one right here could give you genuine structural support. This one, it's gonna be like, no, I guess this one's actually more well held together than this one. So I guess that this one should be higher. I think this one's just generally like, I think it can hurt you, so it's like bottom of C tier probably, but also it does provide structural support. It's a good thing. I don't think it's like, these blocks go out of their way to do good for the world. This block helps you build, but it's also kind of, it can cause problems. It's not fully structurally sound. Cobblestone? Ooh, cobblestone. Cobblestone helps you craft a lot of stuff. Cobblestone gets you started in the game. I mean, wood really gets you started, but cobblestone is like, it's up there. Cobblestone is great.
You need it.
Yeah, and you know, I just thought of something. Oak logs are actually very kind. They get you wood immediately in the game. They're like so common. If oak logs didn't exist, then we wouldn't have much wood. So honestly, I'm gonna put them a little bit higher. I'm gonna or like lower, I guess. They're not too bad. They should be like closer to here, I think. But this thing is it's nice. It lets you craft stuff. and it can be used for a structure. For a structure, I feel like it's good. It's a very good guy. I'd say it's like kind of probably like here. I want to say the mossy cobblestone though, dude. Don't even get me started. When you're trying to mine through a dungeon or something, and you get the mossy cobblestone in your inventory instead of just the cobblestone, like you have a stack of cobblestone and then 2 blocks of mossy cobblestone, that is so annoying. This thing is hell. This thing's evil. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's not an OG.
Yeah.
But we have an OG coming up.
Yeah, we do have an OG, but I will say one big problem with it is, um, a lot of the blocks coming up, silverfish can spawn in. So that they are all of these have a few negative points to them. But at
Yeah.
the same time, stone is pretty cool. I wouldn't call it as cool as cobblestone inherently because while you get cobblestone from it, cobblestone is what you use to craft the stuff. When and you need if you want to actually obtain this item, you need either silk touch or you need to smelt cobblestone. That's just inconvenient.
So
This guy's a little inconvenient. He's kind of rude. He's a little annoying, but he's not too bad. He's fine.
amazing.
Amazing Phil.
Amazing.
Oh, dude, we should watch Amazing Phil on stream.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should just say amazing after like every couple of blocks.
No. Okay, I'm gonna go get
Okay.
water real quick because my mouth is starting to get really dry. But I'll be back from like talking for so long. I kind of forgot how bad it is to talk for this long. But we'll be back. Oops. I accidentally just clicked on the Abdallah screen. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Alright. Alright. Hello. We are back. We're okay. Okay. We got the turtles going. We got some good stuff here. I just had to take a water break, but well, I had to go get water. Now I have water. I'm good for the rest of the stream. No more AFK. Let's go. Okay. We got smooth stone. How evil is smooth stone? Not really. It's just kind of nice. It's just you do need to smelt it. You need to. This one, you can't even use silk touch to get it. You need to smelt to get it, but I feel like it's not awful. It didn't do anything wrong. It's a very nice texture for a block. It's very pleasing to the eye. probably it's smoother, so it probably hurts less to the touch. I feel like it's one above normal stone.
I agree.
Um,
I agree.
yeah. So, okay, stone bricks. I want to call these a little bit more evil than normal bricks because they can spawn silverfish in them and they're gonna fall apart more easily on you. They're kind of bad. They're a little rude. And the cracked ones, these things are just not safe to
No.
be around. Like if this thing could fall apart on you any second. And then mossy, I mean it's probably a little more evil than the cracked ones. Just because a little less evil than the cracked ones because it's just like kind of it's not gonna fall apart as easily, but also it's got stuff growing all over it. It's a little gross. It's kind of weird, but also it's gonna take up more inventory space, which is just kind of annoying. It's just don't do that, man. Come on.
It is the It's pretty much just like the queso of blocks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got chiseled stone bricks. I'd call them one above normal stone bricks. Somebody put effort into making this. This is like an art form. This is a piece of art. Somebody tried here. You know, honestly, I would go as far as to put them here. They are somebody's piece of art. Somebody's proud of making that. Somebody designed that pattern, and they did a pretty good job of it. You know what I mean?
Derp.
Okay. Granite. Oh, granite. Granite is a little terrible. You wanna know why?
Why?
You can craft granite. You want to see how?
How?
Okay. Granite crafting. You gotta see this. It's
I'm looking.
diorite
I'm
and
looking.
never quartz. Do you know where you get quartz? Yeah. Do you know where? Oh, it is never quartz. Do you know where you get quartz from?
Hell.
You get
Oh my
quartz
goodness.
from hell. Granite is
And wait,
evil.
It's in the overworld too.
Yeah, it's in the overworld.
It's in the
But if you
overworld.
think about it, that means
So hell is infecting.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah, it's trying to take over. This bastard.
I put it in B.
Yeah, I'm putting that high B. This one's a little nicer. It's smooth, but that thing should die. And then diorite. Don't even get me started on diorite. You can use that to craft granite. Do you know what granite is? And also diorite's
we
just really
gotta put
ugly.
it-
What?
I put it low B because like it's just like a rock normally.
That's true,
But,
but it's also just really ugly.
That's like saying you can take a rock and use something from hell to make it something from hell.
I don't know, man. I think that thing's a Satan follower. Alright, andesite though, andesite. Andesite, my goat. Oh, I actually moved snow. Andesite, my goat. Andesite is honestly like, it's an incredible block. It looks nice. It's like better stone because stone can also have all these negative properties. Andesite, you can't find silverfish in andesite, can you? It's not gonna try to hurt you. It's here solely as a building block, and that's pretty nice. I appreciate andesite a lot. I really do. We lost a viewer. We lost our one viewer. Okay.
Hey, he's been gone for a while.
Oh, I had one there. Okay, whatever. Deep Slate is just slightly more evil version of stone. We just need to admit that for a second. It's harder to mine. You find it deeper. It's more dangerous. Smooth Deep Slate, just a little less evil, but still kind of. I guess it's more of a building block. So okay, we'll put it like right above Smooth Stone too. The bricks, yeah, same deal. It's just a little more evil. In like every case. What is happening here? I can't even drag this. Okay, we're good. We're all right. Ooh, but also if you think about it, never mind.
What?
Okay, this one is actually less evil. It's gonna fall apart less easily. It's not gonna crumble apart. It's not gonna hurt you. This is also an artwork, but I'd call it more evil because I'm gonna be honest. What even is that? That person obviously wasn't trying. What even is that? Oh, it's a shulker. So it does look like a shulker. It's still kind of weird looking. I don't really like it. I feel like no talent was put into that. That's like this art piece was made in vain, and I don't appreciate that. I think that's a little evil, but okay. Deep slate tiles. They're less evil than normal deep slate, I'd say. They're kind of cool. They're nice. I appreciate them. They're awesome. Tough. Oh my god, I love tough. But I feel like I can't have bias. Tough is such a nice building block, but I can't be too biased here. I don't. How evil do you think tough is?
Tough?
Yeah.
I think tough is not that evil because when you're in the deep caves, your mining is taking so long. It's taking so long. You run
Oh.
into some tough. It's so fast
That's
to mine
true.
out.
And also, it's like, of course it looks super nice. That's another plus. But then also, like, it gave you all these new blocks along with it. These look so cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And
They,
I don't think that, unlike deep slate stone bricks and normal stone bricks, I don't think that there are infested versions of these. You can't get silverfish in these.
yeah.
Honestly, these are awesome. You know what? Bottom of D tier, or top of D tier, I mean. Okay, but wait, what order? Probably like that, I would say. Yeah. Because this is just like genuinely beautiful. Like whoever took the time out of their day to make this, that's incredible looking. Good job.
Yeah.
Calcite.
Okay, fans, it's shout out time. Shout out.
Yeah.
To whoever took time out of their day to make this.
All right.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, man. Yep. I just realized how many blocks there are here. I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do so many. Barrier blocks.
Would you
Gotta
want to
go
like
in.
pick up on this another day, maybe? Like just do something else for the rest of the
Yeah.
stream?
Yeah.
We got a decent portion of them ranked, I think. So I think
Let's
that's
watch
good.
Amazing Film now.
I don't think we should do that. Not yet, at least.
Why not? If you won't do it, I will.
I don't want to watch Amazing Phil on stream. I don't know if I'm allowed to. Okay, I'm gonna head to the AFK screen. We'll be right back. Video title might be changing soon. Sorry for keeping literally one viewer waiting, but we were gonna end stream actually. We were trying to think of something else to do, and then couldn't think of anything. We might stream again another day. We're gonna finish the blocks tier list eventually. That has to be done. But final results for today, they were pretty good. We got the most evil block being Clay. We don't really like that Clay guy. He's kind of he didn't do very good things. I didn't really like what he did. And the nicest one is Path Block, because it's like the grass block. It's like taking the iconic grass block, putting it through a lot of stuff, you know. It's been trampled all over every day. You gotta have some sympathy for it. It's a nice block. It's pretty awesome. But, yeah. I think that's end of stream.